court case? What happens there?
Uh, well, the thing is, like Emmy said, I actually have that syndrome too. I always feel that there's time. Sorry, just a moment. I would, I always believe that there's time. I'll prepare in time, I'll dress up, do whatever makeup I want to wear, and I'll like, there's still time. Let me do one or two things. I will dilly-dally, I will go back forth.
Mm,
And the next minute, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm running late. I need to get out, I need to get out. And I will still get there late.
yeah.
So that's just the ish. So I'm not really a punctual person. I try as much as it depends on me, but it's really tough.
Mm,
If I
okay.
if I if I may just interject, isn't that I'm not being what's that word? Anyway, but isn't that a female? Isn't that a female problem? Is it a female problem?
It's
Careful,
not a
cuz.
female
I
Careful.
know.
problem because Emmy has it too. Emmy has it too. So it's not a female problem. I think it's just a person problem,
All
right?
right. Okay.
Some of us just feel that we have time. So what's the
Uh,
rush? And we might get there. The people are not there yet. We still have to sit down and wait. That African man time mentality, like,
yeah.
I will not be the one to sit down there. I'm waiting for everybody. No, I cannot sit down there. I'm waiting for everybody. So
Mm.
All right. Okay. Right. I
I,
escaped that
I'm
one.
I'm glad you asked that question, cuz, and not me. That was a bit risky, I think. Okay, next question then. If you could freeze time, if you could freeze it, what time would you like? Era would you like to go back to? We can't say forward to, but what era would you go back to if you could freeze time?
All right. Should I go first or
yes.
Fountain?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
go
No, no,
Okay.
no.
first.
You
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Well, I would like to go back to uh just maybe before the pandemic.
Pre-pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, just like 2019, 2018, 2019. I would like to go back to that to then because if I went any further back, I would lose the internet.
I'm not sure you're taking this too seriously, cuz.
I'd lose broadband.
Okay, so you go back to pre-pandemic,
Yeah,
just
just
pre-pandemic.
yeah.
What about you, Phantom? When would you go back to?
If I were to freeze time, I would go back to when my dear friend was alive. His name is Ovakwara Egume. And also when my grandma was alive. She was one of my favorite humans. I would like to freeze time because I feel it's not like I did not spend enough time with them.
Mm,
I would love to spend more time with them.
Mm.
So if I were to have my way and freeze time, I'll freeze the time spent with Ovakpara Egume and freeze the time spent with my grandma, Janet Iwe. And another time I'd like to freeze is my uncle. His name is Sashi. He was one of those fantastic humans you love to meet in all sincerity. And I'm not saying it because he's my uncle, right? I felt if he had lived longer, would have done a lot of things together and life would have been different, I think. So
yeah.
if I were to freeze time, I will freeze those times. My uncle, Sashi, Ovakwarai, and my grandma, Jane. Yes,
Mm.
if I
Yeah,
had my
okay,
way.
that's good. And that sort of also makes us think about how precious time is because it's irreplaceable, isn't it? We don't know what the future holds. And we think back to loved ones who perhaps not there now, and we realize perhaps not there now. And we realize time is an irreplaceable thing, commodity. I don't know whether you've ever read a book. I read it, I think, when I was at school, called The Screwtape Letters. And it's a very clever story from a senior devil to a junior devil whose job it is to tempt humans. Very good book. It's still out and about today. And the one aspect that stuck in my mind more than any other, basically the senior devil gave advice to the junior devil about the best things to do, to put into humans' minds that would tempt them to do things wrong, basically. And on one of the letters, there's lots of letters in this book, the screw tape letters, it's very good. But one of them said to the junior devil, what you must do, tell the humans they have plenty of time. They always fall for that. And I never really forgot that, the fact that we do tend to assume, don't we, that we've got plenty of time. Oh, I won't do that now. I won't do it today. I can do that at some future stage. And for the most part, we do, or we can do it at a future stage. But time in many ways is irreplaceable. It is irreplaceable. If we waste it, it's gone forever. And, you know, that's, I think another example of that was in one of Shakespeare's plays, Richard III, and that very famous saying or statement that he made in a battle. He said, a horse, my kingdom for a horse. And here he'd been thrown off of his horse in the battle. He was actually killed in the battle, but before he was killed, he uttered those words. He will give away his entire kingdom for a horse so he could basically carry on living. He knew his time was up. His time was short. So we cannot replace the time. I suppose we can call it the husbandry of time. Would you say, either of you, that do you feel sometimes you waste time, or would you say you utilize your time sensibly, you know, to the extent that you really want to? Phantom, ask you first.
I think I never wasted any time. Any time of mine was well spent. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think
can, yeah.
I never wasted any of my time. I think all the times I had, the opportunities that I had, I actually used them wisely. I didn't waste any of it. No, not one bit. But
That's
I
good.
could do with a little more time, though. Just saying.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about you, Cuz?
Yeah, I share the same sentiment with Phantom, because you you can never have enough time in a day. For me, you know, I just, you know, I'm constantly, sometimes I'm doing something.